If you want to change your life, make more money than you ever have, and be in the best possible position physically, mentally, financially, and spiritually, then this video is for you. And I'm going to break down step by step the 8 habits you must adopt and how to stick to them to become wildly successful. As we begin a new year, it's the perfect time to reflect on the past year and set our intentions and our habits for the year ahead. One of the best ways we can set ourselves up for success this year is by establishing habits, routines, and setting goals for what we want to achieve. Now, I know that may seem cliche, but a study has found that habits accounted for 40% of people's daily behaviors on average. And the study also found that the more automatic a habit became, the more likely it was to be performed consistently over long periods of time. And habits stacked on top of each other become our life. Now, habits are extremely vital as they are actions that we do regularly, often without even having us to think about them. And if you want different outcomes in your life, you must change your habits as they influence your behavior, which influences your actions and therefore the results you produce. And by establishing positive habits, we can create a foundation of success and make progress towards our goals. Now, before we dive into the 8 habits that you must adopt, I want to share with you some concepts to help you stick to your habits so you can do it consistently from one of my favorite books on this subject, which is called Atomic Habits by James Clear. Now, this book focuses on the concepts of building small incremental habits in order to achieve significant improvements in multiple areas of your life. Now, in the book, he says it's easier to make small changes to your habits than it is to make significant changes all at once, and that these small changes can compound over time to produce significant results. And it's the concept of being 1% better every single day. Now, one of the concepts in the book that I really took away was this concept of Keystone Habits. Now, these are habits that have a ripple effect and help shape other habits and our behaviors. Keystone habits are small and often seemingly insignificant, but they can have a powerful influence on other areas of our lives. Now, one example of a keystone habit is exercising regularly. Now, working out not only gives you a nice pump and you feel great, but it also has shown to have a number of other positive effects on other areas of your life. Like getting you in a clear state of mind, ready for the day, increasing your productivity, and just feeling more confident. And as a result, working out can serve as a keystone habit for other areas and shape other habits and behaviors like eating healthier, being more fit and active, and just overall being more productive in your work. And by focusing on building keystone habits, we can create a positive ripple effect and improve multiple aspects of our lives. Now, another concept in the book is habit stacking. Now, habit stacking is a technique for building habits by pairing them with existing habits that you already have. And the idea is that it's easier to build a new habit that is tied to something that you already have and that you already do regularly because it becomes part of your existing routine. Now, I call these domino habits because it's like a domino effect that once one is formed, it knocks over every other habit. Now, for me personally, I know that if I go to sleep early, I'll wake up early. And if I wake up early, then I'll work out. If I work out, I do my morning routine and my morning visualizations, and I review my goals, and I just have an overall extremely productive day, and it's a night and day difference. But if I go to sleep late by watching YouTube or something, I wake up later, I don't work out, I don't do my morning visuals, and I don't do any of that, and everything else falls out of place. So it can work positive or negative. Now, for example, let's say you want to start meditating every day. Now, we'll get into habits in a second, but one way you can do this is to stack this new habit of meditating onto an existing habit, like right after you shower in the morning. Now, you might set a reminder on your phone to meditate right after you shower so that it becomes part of your morning routine. And this is way more likely for you to remember to meditate because it's tied to something that you already do every single day. Now, the biggest hack I can give you when it comes to habits is this: shifting your identity. Our identity of who we see ourselves as plays a significant role in shaping our habits. We are more likely to follow through with habits that align with our sense of self and who we see ourselves as. In other words, if we see ourselves as a certain type of person, for example, someone who is fit and healthy, we are more likely to engage in these habits that align with this identity, like exercising regularly, eating a healthy diet, and overall just moving our bodies. Now, for me personally, I adopted this and I shifted my identity. And before, I would never go to the gym in the middle of the day, but when I have an hour now in between my calls or whenever, I will get to the gym because I know that I need to do it because that's what a fit and healthy person does. They go to the gym. Now, on the other hand, if we see ourselves as someone who is disorganized or procrastinates, we may be more likely to actually engage in those habits that align with this identity, like constantly putting things off, being disorganized, etc. The most effective way to change our habit is to focus on creating a new identity first. Now, by shifting our sense of self and who we believe we are, we can then more easily adopt new habits and align with this new identity. Now, you must also track your behavior. What gets measured gets improved. Now, I use a simple habit tracker I made in Notion where every single morning at the end of each day, I tick off my habits that I stuck to and I did for that day. And a little trick to this is never let 2 days go where you don't do that habit. So if you miss miss one day, that's fine, but don't miss 2 days in a row. Now, at the end of this video, I'll give you a free copy of my habit tracker, a free copy of my executive day planner, and other tools to help you stick to your habits. But for right now, let's talk about the 8 habits that you must adopt to achieve every single goal you have set for yourself this year. Habit number 1 is the deep down time. Now, you may be thinking, what is this? Well, this is essentially the wind down time before you go to sleep. Now, this habit fundamentally changed my life as success starts the night before. The concept is simple. It's this. In trading the financial markets, you set a stop loss to minimize downside risk and not blow your account. Well, the same concept is applied to your sleep. So you set on your phone what I call a sleep stop loss so you can prepare for your sleep and not self-sabotage yourself and your performance. Now, it's important to understand how habits are formed so you can formulate this habit. So you have a trigger, an action, and a reward. So the trigger for me is I have an alarm that's set at 8:30 p.m. The action is I shut my computer and I go have a hot shower. And then the reward is reading. So I read a minimum of 10 pages every single night. Now, this is also a habit stack. As soon as I'm done my shower, I reward myself with reading, which also reinforces my love for reading, and I read even more. Now, sleep is the most important thing you can get dialed in. It will repair your body, it will rejuvenate you, it will give you more energy, and it feeds into other habits so it becomes effortless, like in the morning, waking up and going to the gym, or reading a book and feeding your mind with knowledge and wisdom. And habit number 2 is read. So every successful person reads. I don't care what anybody says, leaders are readers. Now, right after your deep downtime, simply commit to reading only 10 pages per night. An average book is about 150 to 300 pages. So just reading 10 pages, you're able to read 1 to 2 books per month consistently. Now, the side effect of this is you will fall in love with it. You'll love reading, and you'll read even more than 1 to 2 books a month, because you'll fall in love with reading. And who you become over the next 12 months is highly correlated to what you feed your mind. Habit number 3 is work out. So you must move your body every single day. Now, you want to work out in the morning as soon as you wake up. Now, I know people say, oh, in the morning, later in the afternoon, whatever, but I'll tell you this, the act of moving your body in the morning will pump blood flow and oxygen to your brain, and it'll help you wake up while putting you in a great state to start your day. And then pair this with a cold shower immediately after for 2 to 3 minutes. You will literally come out feeling like an absolute god. Now, mix in a walk or even some push-ups or jumping jacks throughout the day for at least 10 to 20 minutes and get your steps in. Ultimately, just keep moving your body. And whatever you do, just move your body daily. Habit number 4 is visualization, meditation, and prayer. Everything you see in the physical world was once a thought in someone's head before it ever came into physical form. And thoughts literally create your reality. Now, you want to spend a minimum of 10 minutes per day, ideally right after you shower in the morning, to visualize the life you desire and as if you already have it and you have already achieved it. And you want to spend 10 minutes in silence in meditation to clear your mind, get yourself ready for the day. And you can even do this as an active meditation with the visualization to see your life as it's unfolding and feel the feelings that you're already in that state. Now, if you believe in God, you want to spend a few minutes to pray and thank God in advance for all the blessings He's putting forth into your life. Now, I operate under the unwavering belief that everything I desire has already been given unto me by the grace of God, and it's just time that hasn't caught up yet. Now, habit number 5 is goals and targets. Every single day after you're done your workout and your meditation, your visualization, write down with pen and paper, not on your phone, write pen and paper, your targets and goals of what you want to achieve. To me, goals are more longer range that I want to achieve from like 12 months to even my entire lifetime. And then targets are more immediate, time bound, and specific, like I want to close 5 clients this week. Now, people say you want to set smart goals, but I believe setting big, massive goals and forget about the time you want to actually achieve them, but then breaking those goals into smaller, achievable targets that you can chip away each day, each week, each month, each quarter, so they stack on each other. Because days stack into weeks, weeks stack into months, months stack into quarters, and then quarters turn into years, and years are what make up your entire life. Now, habit number 6 is revenue and income generating activities. Every single day, you should be blocking time, preferably first thing in the morning when you hit your desk in the morning, for revenue and income producing activities, as these will compound over time and help you produce massive, massive amounts of wealth. These are things like prospecting, sending cold DMs, cold emails, follow-ups with your pipeline, sending cold email campaigns, taking sales calls, posting organic content on social media, investments in portfolio management, and the list goes on and on. But it's anything that generates you income and revenue for you, your business, today or at a later point in the future. Now, habit number 7 is deep work. Deep work is the uninterrupted, undistracted time you block to work on projects and initiatives that are going to take your business and your life to the next level. It's a state of flow in which you're able to fully engage in your work and produce high quality output in a shorter amount of time. Now, deep work is legitimately about putting your phone on airplane mode, putting a do not disturb sign on your door, and putting your head down to focus on the needle moving things that are going to actually move the boat forward. It's working on your business and on you and your finances and not in your business, because we can all get caught in this trivial things and in the weeds, and you gotta step out and work on your business. This is where all the innovation, breakthroughs, and extreme progress are made. Habit number 8 is planning. You must plan your days, your weeks, your months in advance, as this is a key habit of the ultra successful. Now, right before you do your deep downtime at night, spend 15 to 20 minutes to plan tomorrow today. Now, I use 3 tools to do this. Number 1 is I use my executive day planner to plan my day the night before. So I plan everything I'm gonna do for that day. I plan my tasks, what needs to be completed, and then on the back, I have my goals, what I'm grateful for, my targets, today's wins that I reflect on at the night, how I'll improve, and then I write my goals again down at night. Number 2 is I use my Google Calendar to plot any appointments, meetings, or deep work blocks for projects that I'm working on. And number 3, I use my roadmap calendar to look at my overall month, my overall week, and what my tasks or objectives are, and what needs to be done for my projects, and then I plot them on my day planner. And then every single day when I wake up, I know exactly what I need to do, and I don't have to think about it. I literally just get to my desk and I execute because I carefully planned, methodically architected the ideal day based on my goals, my projects, my priorities, and what I want to achieve. Now, I carefully mapped out these habits in order to create your routine for 2023 so you can have a massive amount of success and achieve everything you want. Now, routines are just a series of habits stacked on each other in a specific order. And remember, success all starts the night before. So it all starts really with planning first. You plan for 15 to 20 minutes, then you do your deep downtime, then you read, then you work out in the morning first thing, then you visualize, you meditate, you pray, you set your goals, you set your targets, you review your goals and targets, you do your revenue generating, income generating activities, and then you do your deep work, and then boom, you repeat that over and over again. Now, if you want my habit tracker, executive day planner, and other tools that I showed you in this video, check in the description and comment section below as I link them below. And if you want more detailed video on habits, watch this video next where I share with you a winning process for achieving your goals and building productive habits and ultimately changing your life. So watch this video next and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more content like this.